It was a bright, beautiful morning. Every morning was. Shaking the fresh straw from her back, Bridget yawned, daintily stretched her front legs, and wiggled her toes. She thought about the message she had come from Max while she had slept. What a nice way to get a message, she thought. It just came and was there in her mind. The task was clearly understood, and all the information needed was included. It was the first time Max had asked Bridget to perform a task, and she was flattered by his confidence. Max is a member of the Grand Council of the Hereafter and was elected to represent all the pets in the Hereafter. His registered name is Knaves Acre Maxwell. Like all purebreds, his name is a combination of the kennel where he was born, Knaves Acre, and the name given by his people. Max is a very wise and handsome border collie and had once been a Westminster Kennel Grand Champion. Because of his thoughtful and humble manner, he asked everybody to just call him Max. Well, thought Bridget, there's much to be done today, but first, breakfast. She walked out of her house, found breakfast waiting. It was one of her favorites. Pancakes with butter and syrup. She always ate her favorite, whatever it might be, on any given morning. This morning felt like a Sunday, so it was pancakes. Sometimes it was sausages, sometimes it was Alpo. Pancakes were not good for dogs, but it didn't really matter. Nothing in the hereafter was bad for her. Bridget lay on the soft, warm grass in the sun, digesting her pancakes and licking the wonderful sticky syrup from her whiskers. She remembered how Mamie used to scold her husband Floyd for giving Bridget pancakes. But while Mamie fussed, she would hold Bridget's finely shaped snout in one hand, and with the other, she gently wiped the syrup from the long whiskers with a warm and moist dishcloth, cooing, "Bridgie, you're going to get fat." Bridget planned her day. She had to pick her companions for the task assigned to her by Max. All would be from among pets she had lived with Floyd and Mamie. First there was Theo, a Siamese cat. She was sort of grumpy and smart aleck, but she was very intelligent and crafty. Bridget recalled Theo's hisses when the grouch was out of sorts and having to dodge her swipes, though she knew she would never actually be harmed. Theo carefully kept her claws in. It was just her way. Then there was Isabel, a sweet-tempered, always playful calico. Some people had called her Beautiful Cat, or just beautiful, because of the richness of her calico colors. Then there was Barnaby. He was a plain, medium-sized, mostly black dog with floppy hound ears. He had reddish-brown markings over each eye, sort of like eyebrows. Some people called them lights. They gave him expression, sometimes a curious look, sometimes a smiley look. Many thought him quite handsome. Bridget had known Theo for a time before she came to the hereafter. So too, Isabel had known Theo, and Barnaby had known Isabel. Isabel and Barnaby were the best friends. Mamie and Floyd called them the odd couple. Barnaby had been the last to come to the hereafter from Mamie's and Floyd's. Others, when they were all home, were here too. There was Pretty Boy the parakeet and Wiggly the rabbit. Bridget had known them both, but ruled them out for the task without much thought. She rarely saw them now as they lived in the green wood. And besides, she thought, why would we want a parakeet and a rabbit? Pretty Boy had always annoyed Bridget with his chattering and whistling. It hurt her ears. And Wiggly had never been a very smart rabbit. Bridget had found him abandoned, brought him home, and her gentle mouth to Mamie. When he was tiny, Mamie let him sit on the kitchen sink counter, munch lettuce, while she made salad. One day he fell in the kitchen sink and nearly drowned. What a fuss. Bridget recalled when he was almost grown, Wiggly had hopped off one day, leaving a perfectly good home without a thank you or goodbye. Mamie was very upset. Though she had tried, Bridget could not pick up the rabbit's trail. No, she thought, don't need a noisy bird or a dumb bunny.
No.